Welcome back to Everyday Stoic. Today we'll be reading the best quotes and lessons from The Obstacle is the Way, the timeless art of turning adversity to advantage. Failure shows us the way by showing us what isn't the way. We've all done it, said, I am so overwhelmed, tired, stressed, busy, blocked, outmatched. And then what do we do about it? Go out and party, or treat ourselves, or sleep in, or wait. It feels better to ignore or pretend. But you know, deep down, that isn't going to truly make it any better. You've got to act. And you have got to start now. We forget in life, it doesn't matter what happens to you or where you came from. It matters what you do with what happens and what you've been given. Where the head goes, the body follows. Perception precedes action. Right action follows the right perspective. Stop looking for an epiphany and start looking for weak points. Stop looking for angels and start looking for angles. Think progress, not perfection. There is no good or bad without us. There is only perception. There is the event itself and the story we tell ourselves about what it means. The obstacle in the path becomes the path. Never forget, within every obstacle is an opportunity to improve our condition. All great victories, be they in politics, business, art or seduction, involve resolving vexing problems with a potent cocktail of creativity, focus, and daring. When you have a goal, obstacles are actually teaching you how to get where you want to go, carving you a path. The things which hurt. Benjamin Franklin wrote, instruct. Focus on the moment, not the monsters that may or may not be up ahead. Just because your mind tells you that something is awful or evil or unplanned or otherwise negative doesn't mean you have to agree. Just because other people say something is hopeless or crazy or broken to pieces doesn't mean it is. We decide what story to tell ourselves. True will is quiet humility, resilience, and flexibility. The other kind of will is weakness disguised by bluster and ambition. See which lasts longer under the hardest of obstacles. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. Wherever we are, whatever we are doing and wherever we are going, we owe it to ourselves, to our art, to the world, to do it well. If an emotion can't change the condition or the situation you're dealing with, it is likely an unhelpful emotion, or quite possibly a destructive one. But it's what we feel. Right, no one said anything about not feeling it. No one said you can't ever cry. Forget manliness. If you need to take a moment, by all means, go ahead. Real strength lies in the control, or as Nassim Taleb put, the domestication of one's emotions, not in pretending they don't exist. For all species, other than us humans, things just are what they are. Our problem is that we're always trying to figure out what things mean, why things are the way they are, as though the why matters. Emerson put it best: we cannot spend the day in explanation. Don't waste time on false constructs. The only guarantee ever is that things will go wrong. The only thing we can do to mitigate this is anticipation, because the only variable we control completely is ourselves. To prevent becoming overwhelmed by the world around us, we must, as the ancients practiced, learn how to limit our passion and their control over our lives. It takes skill and discipline to bat away the pests of bad perceptions, to separate reliable signals from deceptive ones, to filter out prejudice, expectation and fear. But it's worth it, for what's left is truth. While others are excited or afraid, we will remain calm and imperturbable. We will see things simply and straightforwardly as they truly are, neither good nor bad. Remember that this moment is not your life. It's just a moment in your life. Focus on what is in front of you right now. Ignore what it represents or what it means or why it happened to you. Blessings and burdens are not mutually exclusive. It's okay to be discouraged. It's not okay to quit. To know you want to quit, but to plant your feet and keep inching closer until you take, and keep inching closer until you take the impenetrable fortress you've decided to lay siege to in your own life. That's persistence. Each time you'll learn something. Each time you'll develop strength, wisdom and perspective. Each time a little more of the competition falls away, until all that left is you. Until all that is left is you, the best version of you. Epictetus told his students, when they'd quote some great thinker to picture themselves observing that person having sex. It's funny. You should try it next time someone intimidates you or makes you feel insecure. See them in your mind, grunting, groaning, and awkward in their private life, just like the rest of us. In every situation, life is asking us a question, and our actions are the answer. What such a man needs is not courage, but nerve control, cool-headedness. This he can get only by practice. You know what's better than building things up in your imagination? Building things up in real life. To argue, to complain, or worse, to just give up. These are choices. Choices, more often than not, do nothing to get us across the finish line. In life, our first job is this: to divide and distinguish things into two categories. Externals I cannot control, but the choices I make with regard to them, I do control. Where will I find good and bad? In me and in my choices. Andrew Carnegie famously put it, "There's nothing shameful about sweeping. It's just another opportunity to excel and to learn. But you are so busy thinking about the future, you don't take any pride in the tasks you've given right now. You just phone it all in, cash your paycheck, and dream of some higher station in life. Or you think, this is just a job, it isn't who I am, it doesn't matter." Foolishness. Everything we do matters, whether it's making smoothies whilst you save up money or studying for the bar, even after you've already achieved the success you sought. Man does not simply exist, but always decides what his existence will be, what he will become the next moment. By the same token, every human being has the freedom to change at any instant. Thank you for listening to Everyday Stoic. For more Stoicism, please follow us on Instagram @EverydayStoic.